Hi, I'm Chaudry, founder of Waterworld Leisure Group, and this is Daily Focus Business Cast. So do I actually read the question? What mistakes did you make in your early career that you wouldn't make now? Where do I start? Frankly, obviously, when you've done things, you make a lot of mistakes. The key thing is never make the same mistake twice. Do your research and don't shoot from the hip. I remember buying a property once when I was a young man, which happened to be next door to Dr. Shipman's surgery, which he'd also been sent down. I didn't do my research, and that was a very difficult property to get rid of. So do your research. What does great leadership look like? Always make sure that you have trust and confidence with your people. Empower them to be go-getters, to create an environment in which they can excel. And by doing so, you'll build a trusting relationship. And I think once the trust is there, then people will do anything for you. Who do you look up to and why? That's a very difficult one, because I was brought up without any help and support, without parental guidance, without any mentoring, without any positive role models. So I suppose I'm a byproduct of that self-sufficiency. But when I look back now, there are certain icons that I look up to, and certainly Josiah Wedgwood is one of them. Who is your favorite sporting personality? Well, this is my game: sport, leisure, recreation. There are many. I suppose I was a semi-pro cricketer, so you could say Viv Richards, the greatest master blaster, a man who never wore a helmet, was a gladiator, who took on all comers. I tried to follow in his footsteps, but of course, just didn't have the swagger. And of course, Muhammad Ali, who when I was growing up as a young lad, he was the one key global figure that we all looked up to. Favorite brand other than your own? I suppose Merlin, the owners of Alton Towers. I think it's a great brand, and a brand to be proud of. What's your favorite oatcake filling? Well, when I first started to call my wife, I went to their home and I had oatcakes for the first time, and I thought they were chapatis, and I thought I was at home basically. But then I realized the history behind it all. In the time of the empire, a lot of the English that were based in India were kind of, when they came back, having what they call rotis. So this was created as a result of that. So most people don't know that. But the best filling, I think, is just cheese. Simple cheese, cheesy oatcakes will do me every day. What is your proudest achievement? I suppose it has to be buying Waterworld when no one wanted to touch it, and it was a loss-making business 25 years ago. Taking a punt and making it into the most successful business of its kind in the UK. This is a good one. How much has luck played a part in your success? Well, my view is the harder you work, the luckier you get. You've really got to be in it to win it. I really don't believe in luck. You've just got to basically get off your backside, have a goal, and go and get it. What is the best career advice you've ever received? Do things you're passionate about. Do things that you enjoy, and you won't go far wrong. It will just take care of it off of that. Don't pursue things just because other people think that you should pursue. Pursue your own goals, your own passions. What was your first win that made you confident that you were doing the right thing? I suppose I go back to the very beginning, in my very, very first job, when I was knocking doors. And I didn't know how that was going to go. I had a job at a bank that I turned down. And getting that first sale, after a lot of perseverance, made me believe that actually I could do this. And slowly and surely made me believe that I could do anything if I put my mind to it. So that has never left me. What's your number one karaoke song? Well, if anyone knows me, knows it full well, I couldn't sing to save my life. But if I had to go, I would say I did it my way, Frank Sinatra. If you were the Prime Minister, what would be the first thing you would work to change in this country? Well, a big list. I would probably have national service for all the young people and develop character, because I find that a lot of young people today don't have strength of character. This country became great based on entrepreneurs, and create an entrepreneurial culture. Bring in successful entrepreneurs to go and teach and educate and motivate young people to believe in themselves. Who would you invite to your fantasy dinner party? I've already mentioned a couple. Josiah Wedgwood has to be up there. In my books, is the most iconic businessman, philanthropist, a man who was visionary, who saw things, and who stood up against travesty of justice. Viv Richards, of course. He's my king. He's got to be there. Muhammad Ali, and possibly even Nelson Mandela. The guy who actually did it all, gone through everything, and change the world effectively. They would be fun. So, that was quick. Was that all right? Sure. Make me sound good, will you? Cut out all the R's and all that.